Hi friends, happy December, the most wonderful time of the year. I'm going to be sharing my TBR. Now I just released a few days ago my Christmas recommendations. So if you haven't checked that out and you want some recommendations, check that out. And today I'm just going to be letting you know what I'm going to be reading in the month of December. Well, first of all, I think it's good to know that I have been reading the whole entire Bible throughout this year, and I've been doing it in chronological order. So I will be finishing up the whole Bible by the end of this month, which is very exciting. This is, I think, my third year in a row to read it chronologically. I've read it, in book order before, and but I feel like I get the most out of chronological read-throughs. I'm also kind of in the Christian spirituality realm. I'm going to be doing the 5-minute reflections from Spurgeon called Joy to the World. So it takes some verses and reflections about Advent from Charles Spurgeon, a great theologian. And then as far as classics go, I'm going to be reading A Christmas Carol. Again, I do this nearly every year. I have not skipped a year in several years. So Dickens' wonderful works are going to be filling our home. We'll be listening to the audiobook, more likely actually filling our car. And then, so this I kind of put somewhere in between classic and mystery. I don't know how much mystery is actually involved. I think a lot of this is poems and short stories, but Agatha Christie's A Star Over Bethlehem, her short story collection. I've heard good things. I have not read this before, so I'm excited. So I love cozy mysteries, as those of you that know me well know. And so I'm doing right now, actually, I've already started a reread with my daughter. It's her first time through of Apple Cider Slang by Julie Lindsey. This is in the Cider Shop, first book in the Cider Shop mystery series. It takes place between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's a girl who, she's trying to get the cider shop started, save her granny's orchard, and there's, of course, a murder and a sheriff involved. So the next cozy mystery I'm going to read is by Pepper Basham, and this is The Mistletoe Countess. And really, all I know is this is a good mystery that a lot of people recommended last year at Christmas time, so I thought I'd give it a try. I don't know anything else about it, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, right now I am listening to the Nutcracker Nightmare by Christina Romeril, and this is two sisters own like this chocolate shop / bookstore, which what could be better than that? And one of the sisters is very curious, always gets involved in these murder mysteries, and there was someone that happened to be murdered with a nutcracker. Sacrilege, I know, to use a nutcracker in such a way, but I have started listening to it and I am enjoying it so far. And then I'm really excited about this. Okay, this is another name for Julie Lindsey that she writes under Jaqueline Frost. And it is the 12 Slaves of Christmas. I know nothing about it. I'm assuming there might be 12 murders, but I knew that it was the same author as Julie Lindsey / Bree Baker, Jaqueline Frost, all the same person, and Julie Lindsey. Her Bree Baker series of the Seaside Cafe mysteries are my favorite cozies. So I am very much looking forward to listening to that book. All right, now that is it for the cozy mysteries I'm listening to. Let's go into the middle grade books that I will be sharing with my kids. So I have Juniper's Christmas here. This is by Ian Colfer, the same writer of Artemis Fowl. And this is about a girl named Juniper whose father always did a lot of wonderful things at Christmas time. He's passed on, and her mother goes missing, and she does not know what's happened, and it's very disturbing. And there may be some help, I'm guessing, from maybe Santa Claus or something. I don't know exactly, but we've just started, and I'm enjoying reading it loud so far to them. So we also are listening right now to A Boy Called Christmas by Matt Haig. This is a Santa Claus origin story. So it's funny because my kids are like, this is not how St. Nicholas originated. So it's a completely fictitious. They don't take any real events from St. Nicholas's life. It's just a fun fantasy read. We're enjoying it so far. And then we have they don't know that this finally came through my Libby app. We're going to start listening later today to the newest Percy Jackson book. We've had it on hold for a while, and it is called Percy Jackson, the Chalice of the Gods. This, of course, is Greek mythology. All right. Now, I plan on, when I get my next Amazon credit, I take pictures of my receipts that I get and I send them in through Amazon on an app, and then I get a $10 credit at the beginning of the next month. So when that usually takes 48 hours, I'm going to be ordering Winterfrost, which I read last year and I absolutely loved, but I just read it on my own from the library. I didn't have time to share it with my kids. And this is a kind of Nordic mythology involving niece and a little girl and her baby sister. I really enjoyed it. And this is by Michelle Hout. So I'll put a picture up for now, but I hope to get the physical copy to share with my kiddos soon. Right now, the romantic and inspirational type reads. Well, first of all, starting this today is The Goodbye Bride. And this is not a Christmas book, but it is a book that a Christmas movie was based on, a Hallmark Christmas movie. So this reminds me a little bit of, so far, of like if you took What Alice Forgot by Leanne Moriarty and you took Runaway Bride, the movie with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere, and you smashed them together. So this girl, she wakes up and she doesn't remember the last 7 months of her life. She'd broken up with her fiance, and apparently she's getting ready to like get married again. And so she doesn't remember anything. She's got amnesia. And so they made a Christmas movie for Hallmark based on it, and it is Christmas on My Mind. So I am reading this with Courtney Reads, and Courtney loves Hallmark movies. And I said, wouldn't it be fun to read a book that a Hallmark movie was based on, and read the book and then watch the movie? Because Courtney and I was like, we need to read something like silly together. We have read like a Dumas and 2 Dostoevskis and a Dickens together in the last few months, and like deep, heavy stuff that we've been slowly digesting. And so we're going to read this one in a week or less and then watch the movie. So it'll be a different reading experience for us because we've done such serious stuff together. All right. And now this is another kind of Christmassy, inspirational, slightly family type bookshop story, Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop. I read The Christmas Bookshop last year by Jenny Colgan. I absolutely loved it, but I liked it enough that I wanted to read the sequel this year. And so you've got a girl who kind of last year revitalized the bookshop, and now we're following what's going on in the continuation of her story. All right, another just very like holiday puff type read is A Royal Christmas. This is a novella by Melody Carlson, and this is kind of like a Princess Diaries type situation. A girl finds out that she is the heir to, some place, and it's all happening at Christmas time. And I get a little bit more sentimental in my reads around Christmas. All right, my historical fiction read. This will be a reread for me if I am able to get to it. I know I've got so many books on this TBR. This is Christmas Bells by Juniper Chiaverini. I wish I would have put this one on my Christmas recommendations. This is historical fiction, dual timeline. I'm a sucker for good dual timeline historical fiction. This is revolving around Henry Wordsworth Longfellow and what he went through and what inspired him to write Christmas Bells, the poem, which of course became the amazing Christmas carol, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. And we're dealing with a teacher who's going through a hard time in present day, and she's teaching a choir how to sing this song. So I really enjoyed this one not too long ago. All right, now my last two, they are going to be Nutcracker retellings. The first one was recommended by my friend Chatty the Mad Chatter. And this is a fantasy, of course, because it's a Nutcracker retelling. It's at Midnight in Everwood by M.A. Kuznier, and I'm going into this relatively blind. And then the last Nutcracker retelling I got as a recommendation from my friend Miriam Elizabeth Reads, and this is the Enchanted Sonata, which I guess kind of focuses a little bit more on the musical aspect of everything, and it's by Heather Dixon Wallwort. I hope I can get through several of these. I may not get through all of them, but I hope that you guys have great reading months. What's your TBR? How are you doing? Are you ready for Christmas? All right, friends. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Read a lot.